Hallelujah. God bless you and welcome again this afternoon or this morning, rather, wherever you're watching from. And I'll just continue from where we left. I'm Pastor Steve Wanda, training and teaching the leaders, workers, and ministers in the church. And I want to talk about praise and worship department, and I want to handle specifically the praise and worship leaders, and want to help us today on how to handle the difficult people. Every leader has difficult members in the team. People who cannot be corrected, people who cannot be rebuked. Everything you say, they'll take it personal. And also there are some who will always want to sound different. They'll always want to do things differently. They don't want to flow with the rest. You agree this is the meeting time, they will always come late. You agree this is the uniform you're putting on, they'll always want to come in a different kind of attire. Difficult people. And most unfortunately, most of these difficult people are the most gifted people. We have two categories of difficult people in our teams. First category are the most gifted people. Most gifted people. Handling most of them is very difficult because they know it all. And that is why he said in our last episode that learn to build the whole team. Learn to grow with the whole team. And that is why he said, don't measure on the gift alone. Everyone that comes to your team for you to lead, check on the aspect of humility, check the aspect of availability, check the aspect of commitment, then lastly, check the aspect of godliness. Of course, passion must be there. For one to come and join the team, there must be passion for music. But these are the things that you have to measure on. Don't measure on the gift alone. You will miss a lot and you'll not be able to build a stronger team, as we discussed last time, all about capacity building. So these people that are most gifted, you agree this is the uniform you're putting on, they'll always want to appear in a different uniform. This is the time we are meeting, they'll always want to come late. This is the song you suggest, they'll always want to trash it and just to come up with something different that favors them. Remember, it is a team and we are not working towards fulfilling someone's desire or feeding someone's ego. We are here to build each one of us as a team. So when most of these gifted people come with their own opinion, it's not for the good of the team, but for their own good. You have to understand that. So as a leader, you are there to build the whole team. So make sure that these most gifted people, they have their place in your mind. And these that are growing also, they have their place in your mind. So that you know how to bring them up all together, not to discourage the learners, and not also to feed the ego of the most gifted. Because why should we give chances, opportunity for people who are not available, even though they are gifted? Let me tell you, there is nobody who has the passion to sing that cannot grow in music. If only they can be given platform and opportunity, they can do the things that the gifted are doing, even do more than them. I have seen that. So it depends with you as the leader. Are you also investing in them, or you only move with the waves? They will come and give you an idea, you move with it. No, listen to everyone. So now, then we have another category of people that are hard to lead. This second category are these people who have been leaders before in the same department, and now they are under you. Even some have led for many years. So some of them always have the know-it-all attitude. They want to lead you. They want to direct you. No. As a leader that the Lord has given that task, have your ground. Take your ground. Stand your ground very well. Bring us your ideas. You are the one in charge. If God wanted them to continue leading, they will be leading now. But there is a reason why God has pulled them back for you to take charge, so that there are some gifts inside of you that God needs for such a time as this. So when you're encountering such people who have been leaders before, number one, you have to believe in your leadership. Believe in your leadership, that there is something you know, there is something you have that the team needs. You are not an empty leader, even though they have led before. We serve a God of times and seasons. Now it is another season, it is another time that God wants something different for this season, for the growth of the church. We said last time that the growth of the entire church is dependent on the growth of the department. So if the praise and worship team is growing, then also it will reflect to the church. So, stand your ground. There is something we need for the growth of the church from the praise and worship department. So don't be intimidated and feel like you know nothing. They know it. No. Stand your ground. Believe in your leadership. Bring your style of leadership. It will not be popular, but that is your style. I'm not saying you should be arrogant or you should not listen to them. Listen to them because they have been there. Yes, they have the experience. You can take counsel from here, counsel from there. But after taking the counsel, go and weigh it. Go and compare in line with God, in line with the vision of the church, the vision of the pastor, and the season of the church. Then see which one is applicable. It's not every counsel from the previous leaders that you take. No. You must stand your ground, understand the season, and set things straight. And when you're encountering these two categories of people, as I've said, these two people, you must, for you to be able to lead the hard people, difficult people in your team, number one, my fellow praise and worship leader, wherever you are, you must have well-documented rules and regulations in the team. What guides you? Do you have rules that you follow? That if you break this is what will happen. If you don't do this is what will happen. It is unfortunate that we have many groups which have no rules. You don't put on your uniform, it's okay. You come late, it's okay. You miss our practice sessions, we are okay, as long as you know how to sing. Have rules and regulations about practice hours, about uniform, about our prayers, meetings, about availability, not only in our sessions, but also availability in our services as a whole church. You cannot be available only when you're ministering. Be available as a member, as a leader, even when you're not ministering that day. You're not backing up, you're not soloing, you're doing nothing at that day. Be in the service. Be in the service. Put those rules clear. Because we have leaders and members in the present worship team who will never appear in the service because they are not leading. They are not leading. That is wrong. Have rules that dictates very well, you must be available in the church. You must be available. Have rules. About every other thing, language, there are many things, aspects, depending on the ministry where you are. So that the new ones that are coming in also, before you take before you take them in, before you accept them, before you put them into the system, before embracing them as part of the team, they must have gone through the well-documented rules. Let them go through them for a week or some few days. Let them sign. They remain with a copy. They bring one copy to you, so that as a team you have a file in the office, in the pastor's office, or whichever office that pastor will delegate to you. So that we are guided by the rules, not by opinions. Everybody has opinions. Everybody has a desire. We don't lead a group by desire. We don't belong to groups with by desires and opinions. No, there must be rules. I also feel there are things I can do. There are things I really want to do as a Kenyan here, but I can't do them. Why? Because the constitution of the land does not allow me. Every leader will do anything they want to do, but they are being restrained because of the constitution. That's why we have order. There cannot be order in the group. There cannot be growth in the group where there are no rules and regulations. No rule just drop from anywhere, anytime. Just because something happened as a leader, you drop one rule like this. No. Those rules are well documented, well signed. Your pastor has gone through them. The leaders have gone through them. You approve. So that if they mispractice, there is something you don't know. Rule number 5 says this. So from today, you're not ministering with us for these particular days, for these particular months, because the rules and the regulations dictate so. If you have no rules, leader, you will be swayed by the church leadership, the elders, the members in your team, department everywhere. You'll be tossed around. It will be hard for you to lead such a team. Have rules and regulations, well signed. If the previous leaders had no rules, it is now your time. Do something different. Have rules in that department. And that way, it will be easier for you to lead that group. Number two thing, for you to be able to handle these people by the grace of God, number two, raise a standard of the team. Raise the standard of that team all round. Raise your standard in ministrations, the way you sing, the way you do your things. Raise standard. There is a way, standard, when you raise standard in a team, those that are not serious, they drop off by the way. They drop off. Nobody will chase them. They will just, they will feel like they're no longer fitting in the system. Why? The standard is too high. Standard, discipline. The kind of music, the songs you sing. So they know if I miss practice, I'll have it rough in the service. Because I don't know the kind of songs again to sing. Because every practice is new. Standard. Set a standard. Don't be predictable as a team. Don't be a predictable leader. Don't be a predictable whatever team. You know, someone can just sit at home and they can tell so and so now. Now I know it is so and so is now singing, and actually this is how the list looks like. He must have started with this song. You will see. This is how he normally sings. Be unpredictable. Let someone have it difficult to predict how your practice sessions are running. Raise your standard. You cannot grow without raising standards. Remaining at the same level, you can never go anywhere, you can never grow. And that's why I said last time, in capacity building, as a leader, you the senior leader, build yourself. Build yourself. After building yourself now, you build the whole team. Standard comes in there. From today, we are doing this and this and this. And there is no way you will raise your standard and your ministration fails to rise to another level. We are serving a standard God, the highest standard God. Raise standard. Otherwise, these difficult people, they will make it hard for you. They will make it tough for you. They'll make it rough for you. Nobody should intimidate you. You are young, you are not educated, you have no experience, you have been in this church longer than you. We have led these people, what do you know? You know. The Lord who has given you the opportunity to lead these people, He will lead you through. But do you know what? God does not guide the timid. God does not guide the unprepared. Prepare yourself. Have rules. Prepare yourself. Set standards. Prepare yourself. Believe in yourself. And that way, God will come in through for you. May God give you grace to lead these people. May God help you. And may the name of the Lord be glorified. Kindly follow me on YouTube. There are other clips that I've done before. Follow me. Let's continue with this journey. I believe in one or the other, God is talking to you. God is helping you. And you are being built even to serve God better in our different departments. I'll be handling departments and departments in the church as we move on. Kindly go to my YouTube channel. Like the channel. Subscribe, share, so that you can move forward. And as you click on that bell, anytime I do a new clip, you'll be notified. God bless you. See you next time. Shalom.